So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So one of Toyota's most anticipated cars is finally here in our country. So what I have here is the 2024 Toyota Yaris Cross HEV. So there are actually three variants of this Yaris Cross here in the Philippines, but we will start off with the ever popular S hybrid variant. So actually I've been waiting for this Yaris Cross for a long time now. This is the second generation of the Yaris Cross, so we never got the older looking Yaris Cross, sadly. I'm so happy that they brought finally here this Yaris Cross, because Toyota Philippines brought in first the Corolla Cross rather than this one. I was anticipating for this since 2021. For this second generation Yaris Cross, you have a very nice aggressive looks and sleek LED lights over here along with fog lamps over here too. The ground clearance is actually mesmerizing. This one stands at 210 millimeters, so I can forgive the cladding here and there, even up to the side profile, because yet again this is a cross variant. So these are running on 18-inch wheels, running on Bridgestone tires, and let's pop up the hood of this Yaris Cross. So powering this Yaris Cross hybrid is a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that produces a combined output of 91 horsepower and 121 Newton meters of torque. The figures for this 0.7 kilowatt hour battery is at 78 horsepower and 141 Newton meters. So actually it is pretty peppy. So sadly it's not like the power output of the engine and electric motor. So 91 horsepower and 121 Newton meters is the maximum output. On the side profile too of this Yaris Cross, yet again there is more cladding here, and there is new HEV badges over here on the side, and then here too at the rear. So as well, most of the Yaris Cross lineup gets this two-tone blacked out roof, and this specific one has a panoramic sunroof, since this being the top of the line variant. So here now at the rear of this Yaris Cross, this is probably my favorite looking rear of any Toyota now. So on the right side you get an HEV logo and then S over here, and then on the left side you get the Yaris Cross. So here too at the rear bumper there is mud guards, but it's just all cladding and plastic. So here again with the two-tone blacked out roof. I like the rear. They didn't try to mimic any fakery with spoilers here and there. So why is this my favorite looking rear of any Toyota SUV now? Because this one truly now looks like a baby RAV4. I mean, there is no hiding that fact. So you get LED taillights over here. New too with this Toyota Yaris Cross, you have 360-degree cameras all around from the side mirror, and then there's your reverse camera right over here. And two, I've never seen this in a Yaris before, you have an electronic tailgate, which comes standard too on the base model and the middle trim. I'll get to that in a bit. So here total space is at 390 liters. There's a flimsy tonneau cover, but hey, at least there is. Then underneath you have this adjustable floor, and then further down you have a space saver donut type tire. As you can see here, there's an LED light only here on the left side, and then just two tethering points on either side. So finally, if you fold all of the seats down, it totals at 1,095 liters, which is actually pretty on par with its competition in this class of subcompact crossover. Why is there always a fly in every Toyota review I do here? Anyway, so that's about it with the exterior, the boot, and the engine of this Toyota Yaris hybrid. Let's check out the interior. So I'm really so stunned that you get a tailgate now with this Yaris. So this is the interior of the all-new Toyota Yaris Cross. Sorry. So here in the door card, yeah, it's your usual Toyota, but finally for this Yaris Cross, a little bit more refreshing, because you have squeegee material above here, and then leather soft pads here, even for your elbow. Although there's a lot of gloss black surrounding the window switches and the door handle itself. So as well, as you can see, you get electronic adjustments for only the driver's seat, sadly. So here, visually in the interior, okay. So I'm somewhat getting used to the design language of Toyota. So everything here is somewhat the same with other new Toyota models here now. But for this, by the way, top of the line hybrid variant, you get Pioneer sound system, so pretty interesting. So hopefully I can test drive this soon and try out everything here. So anyways, here on the left side of the dashboard, you have a lot of buttons. So your EV modes here too on the left side. So as you can see, all of these buttons are for your Toyota safety sense. So remember, all models, even the base model, are equipped with Toyota safety sense. So good job on Toyota with that. And here above the air conditioning vent, you have leather with a fabric blue line just in the middle. Actually, it's the same here throughout the dashboard itself. Actually, I don't mind the design. So it looks a bit different to most of its competition. And two, sadly, I wish the blue lining here in the dashboard is color matched with the exterior too. I'm just nitpicking anyways. So here in the steering wheel, okay, looks like every other Toyota now. There's a lot of buttons here since this being the hybrid. So on the left side, you have your voice command button, volume adjustments, 360-degree camera button, and then on the right side, you have your drive selection and your adaptive cruise control. And then here in the middle, so sadly I won't be able to demo this because I don't have the key, you have your instrument cluster. So if you see some reviews already, this one looks a little bit more similar now that with the Toyota Race. And then here in the middle, you have your 10.1-inch infotainment system equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Yet again, the layout looks the same like with the Race Turbo. And then below the infotainment system, you have your 2 air conditioning vents. Further down, you have your air conditioning buttons. And then even further down below, you have your engine start-stop button, safety reminder, your USB-C port and a USB port. And then right down in the middle, you have a wireless charging pad with a lockable feature, so your phone won't fly out all over the place. So yet again, a nice feature. And then here in your gear shift, okay, it's your usual Toyota. You have your auto hold function and an electronic parking brake. So what caught my eye here immediately in the center console, there's this silver trim here. Yes, it may be plastic, but don't know why, it just looks a little bit similar like with Jaguar vehicles for some reason. So Google that. There's literally some resemblance of Jaguar here in the center console. So good touch on that too with Toyota. And then glove box, okay, pretty decent. Then further behind here, the center console, you have 2 cup holders with an extra pop out just in case you have smaller cups and bottles so they won't fly again all over the place. And then here, center console box, okay, it's pretty small, but at least there is a 12-volt socket. Yeah, this is really small, sorry about that. Yeah, this is really small. So this is one of the more smaller center console boxes I've seen. So 2 above here, you have your panoramic sunroof controls, your LED lights, should have left that on again. Visor, vanity mirror with light over here. Don't extend, but sun visor material is plastic, but at least it's much thicker compared with some of the Toyota vehicles here in the showroom. Well, actually, I'll leave you on. So remember too, with these seats, these are synthetic leather. So it may be too soft for some people out there, but what I like with the synthetic leather, yes, it may be soft, but this will not sacrifice the durability of the seat. So knowing Toyota, they'll last for a long time here. At least the seats here is mixed with the sportier and the comfort side of things. First time I encountered this too. Every Yaris Cross is equipped with a dashcam. So this is exactly the same too like with the Toyota Wigo G. Review coming soon too. So yeah, that's about it here with the Toyota Yaris Cross Hybrid. Let's check out the rear seats. So these are the rear seats of the Toyota Yaris Cross. So yet again, the seats here at the rear, it's all the synthetic leather kind and really soft. So here in the door card, almost exactly the same like in front, but the gloss black is much less here than the ones in front. And then surprisingly, for a subcompact crossover space here, one of the best ones in its class. So feet room, knee room, and headroom. There's a bump here, so I'm 5'4", so I think even 6 feet people will have no issues here sitting at the rear. So here you have a central armrest with 2 cup holders, and then behind the rear seats it's perforated. Then you have 2 map pockets, and then here in the middle you have 2 air conditioning vents, and then further down you have 2 USB-C ports. And if I sit here in the middle, transmission tunnel, yeah, it's wide but it's not too tall, so no issue here sitting in the middle. And for once again, sitting here in the middle is actually a little bit better for your posture, and it's still soft nevertheless wherever you sit here in the rear seat. So one thing I missed too at front, so on the right side only of the center console, there is a cubby space there for phones at least. So that's about it here with this Toyota Yaris Cross Hybrid. So the cost for all of this is at 1,598,000 pesos. Pretty great value since this again being a hybrid. So There are only few cars in this class too. So example 2 like with the Nissan Kicks. However though, I will definitely take this Yaris Cross if I needed to carry a lot of people. I will admit though the Kicks here at the rear seats is not good, but compared for this Yaris Cross, yeah, this is so freaking spacious. So yeah, that's about it here with this Toyota Yaris Cross. I'd like to thank everyone here again at Toyota Pasong Tamo, to Sir Ray Basilio for making this walk-around review possible. So there will be 1 or 2 more walk-around reviews coming right up here. Bye-bye.